Hello. All right. We're live and I'm figuring out all of my technology at the moment. Hi, technology. How are you today? Hi, everybody. Hello. Okay. So my very first time ever coming at you on two platforms at once. I'm on IG Live right now and also YouTube Live. So if I start looking at different places, you'll know why. I'm with Flex and Flow. I'm Jamie King. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a little Friday noon power flow. And we're going to do some hamstrings and some hips, you guys, because I don't know about you, but this week has been tough. And we got through this first few days, and I think it's Friday, and that Friday feeling still exists, even when the days feel really strange. So yeah, let's just get in there and work out some kinks in the body, make things feel really good, and then leave here, knowing that we did something productive for ourselves. Okay, I'm so happy to have you guys. When you are ready, come on down to your backs, and I'm going to do the same, but feel free to take your time to get there. And when you arrive, just set yourself up so that you can either lie down comfortably on your back with the soles of the feet on the mat, knees pointed up high, or take Supta Baddha Konasana with just the soles of the feet together and then coming down onto the back with the knees open wide. All right? And then once you find that space that's most comfortable for you, soften your shoulders away from your ears. And just allow the breath to start to flow naturally in and out through the nose. See if you can bring that breath in through both nostrils, really lengthen it. And exhale that breath back out through both nostrils. Finding some peace and strength within yourself. Maybe releasing some of the things that have cropped up. And allowing yourself to connect to your body and your breath here. These times can feel extra isolating and really confusing at times. For me, it's brought up a lot of emotion and also self-reflection. It's like all this time to be isolated and just really be with my own thoughts and myself. I found myself doing a lot of that self-work, that reflection of the things that maybe I would like to be different, that I would like to work on, and the things that I'm really proud of myself for. And this week, as I've found things just got difficult, I found that I became harder on myself. I allowed myself to go down some pretty negative spirals. And then someone so wise said to me, just don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone understands. Meaning, we're the harshest critics. The things that happen to us, we take the hardest. And people's perceptions of us are probably really different than we imagine. So just take some time here. And if you've been extra hard on yourself this week, or you know someone who's been extra hard on themselves this week, to just soften into your breath and your body and maybe release some of that. Send love to somebody who needs it. Maybe even through a text or a DM. send words of kindness and compassion. Because you don't know sometimes how far a little hello or I'm thinking of you could go. 3 more breaths here, in and out through the nose, settling in. Two more deep inhales. 2 more deep exhales. Last full breath in here. And full breath out. If your knees are open wide, take your hands to your thighs and just gently draw the legs in. And then wherever you are, bring your hands around your shins and just give your knees a soft squeeze in towards your chest. Maybe flex through the feet to really open up through the fronts of the legs. Feel that activation as you lengthen out your back body onto the mat. And then on your next breath in, start to release your left leg long down onto the mat. And then give your right knee a squeeze, almost so that it's outside of or going towards the outside of the right shoulder. Flex through the left toes as much as you can to really activate the front side of the left leg. Breathing into the right hip, finding space here. And breathing out. As you inhale, bring your knee back in through center. And then take your hands to the back of your right hamstring and just start to draw your right heel towards the sky. So just opening up the back of the leg, starting to awaken the body. Breathing some space into the belly of the hamstring. Take 1 more breath in. Maybe just shrug the toes back a little bit more if you have the room. And breath out, bend your right knee, hug it in towards your shoulder, and give yourself a little squeeze. As you inhale, bring your left knee in to meet the right, and then switch the grip. Hands come around the left shin and start to lower your right leg on the inhale. Flex through the toes and squeeze your left knee in towards your left shoulder. Maybe even drawing it slightly outside. Feeling the left side hip beginning to open softly. And really breathing into it, feeling that space. As you become ready, take your hands to the back of your thigh and draw your left heel up towards the sky, finding that nice hamstring stretch. See if you can flex the left toes towards your face and keep that engagement in your right leg. Really lengthening across both legs, finding activation and release. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out here. As you're ready, bend into the left knee. Bring your right knee back in to meet it. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then take your elbows. I'm going to turn sideways a little bit here so you can see me. Take your elbows and prop them up onto your thighs. Flex through your feet. And then when you have that, hug your low belly in so much that you start to lift your head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. So finding this little supine crow shape. Taking 3 big breaths here. Start to work into the core so that you can really feel the sensation and activate through the belly. 2 more breaths. Maybe lift a little higher. 1 more breath. Lift even higher if you can. And then start to lengthen the legs. Draw the hands by your thighs. Hold for a breath in. Hold for a breath out. Come back to that supine crow pose shape. Drawing the knees towards the elbows and lifting head, neck, and shoulders for 3. For 2. 1, draw the arms by the hips as you lengthen the legs out. If you need to bend the knees to soften the sacrum down, please do. And then bring the knees back in. Find your supine crow. Holding here for 3. Lifting a little higher for 2. 1, inhale, find that low boat shape. Press the heels down and back. 1 more time, draw the knees in. Bring the elbows towards the thighs and lift up a little bit here, holding. 3, 2, 1, drawing down into your low boat pose, warming up through the core. Take 1 more breath here. On your next exhale, start to come up into your high boat. So pressing the shins parallel towards the ceiling. Toes are still pressing towards the face as we're flexing the feet. If you have more in your practice this afternoon, start to draw your arms up over your shoulders, extend your legs long and hold 5. Starting to warm through the core for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to your hamstrings and just gently rock and roll. All right, as you're rocking and rolling, make a little space And we're gonna find ourselves in tabletop, and I'm just gonna check in to see how we're doing and who is here. Hi guys. Hi Olivia. Hi Vanessa. Hi Taylor. Hi Megan. Hi Tom. Hi Madison. Oh, this is so nice. Hi Elisa. Hi Moni. Jamie, I see you. Lindsay. Oh, this is so nice. Hi Nikki. Hi Kylie. Hi Kristen. Hi Ruby. All the people. Hi Carrie. I've missed you guys so much. Hi Carolina. Okay, as you become acquainted with your tabletop, as I go through all the lovely people that have joined. Hi Tatiana. Oh wow, there's so many of you guys that I've just missed so much. Really root down through your shins. Feel your low belly squeezing in and lengthen across your spine. See if you can wrap your inner arms in. So maybe instead of just sort of being in this tabletop for a moment, and where we just kind of go, okay, I've been here before, I can like rest here in this all fours position. Think about really activating. So draw the inner arms in. Feel the low belly drawing in towards your spine so that you can lengthen and really feel that low belly connection. Spread your fingers nice and wide and feel that doming sensation through your upper spine. Now keep this really nice long spine, this strong and powerful tabletop, and then extend your right leg straight back behind you. Flex through the right toes and feel the front side of the leg really activating. And then turn your right toes so that they're facing the right side of your room, and then start to extend the leg long. Ooh, there's that hip, there's that glute. Inhale, take it back behind you. Exhale, take it out long. One more time, we're gonna hold it, take it out long, and then turn the toes and take it out wide, holding 3. Holding 2, feel that glute, the outer hip on fire. 1, lower the toes down. Walk your hands in towards your left shin and stand up on the left shin with your right leg extended. Take your right hand down the side of the right thigh and start to roll open through your left side body, bringing your left hand towards the hip, maybe starting to work it up and over your ear. Stretch into the left side body. Maybe walk your right fingers down just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in here. On your breath out, circle sweep your hands down to the mat and bring your hips towards your left heel, lengthen your spine. Take another deep breath here. And then back through tabletop pose. Draw the right knee back in to meet the left. We're gonna find a few cat-cows here to just bring it out. If you would like, you can take the traditional style, really lifting through the heart, lifting the seat, dropping the belly, and then arching, contracting into it, feeling that length through the upper spine. If you need something different, you can swivel your hips from side to side. You can move around here in your cat-cows. You can even move back and forth through child's pose. Do what you need to do to feel open, to feel strong. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Take 1 more round of breath. And then when you arrive back in your tabletop neutral spine, breathe in through the nose. Find that strength in your arms. Draw the triceps inward. So feel that sensation in the upper arms. And then dome across the shoulder blades. So see if you can, instead of just sort of be in this posture where we kind of like get lazy in it, really be in it. Be present in it. Focus on the body parts that are really working to hold you here. Draw the belly in. And then when you're ready, take the left leg out long and back behind you. Flex through the toes. Turn your left toes towards the left side of the room and start to move the leg out laterally. See if you can keep the shoulders square. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, move the leg laterally. 1 more time, inhale, take it back. Exhale, move the leg laterally. Hold it here for 3. If that weight is shifting into your left palm, see if you can move it more evenly for 2. 1, lower the right toes down. Start to walk your hands in towards your left shin and stand up onto the shin. Again, you can take your left hand to your hip and just gently roll open. Walk your left fingers down your left leg, and then gaze up towards the right. Maybe reach your right arm up and over to stretch into your right side body. Walking the left fingers down the leg to make space. Take 1 more big breath in here. And then circle sweep the right arm down. Bring the left hand to meet it and bring your hips towards your right heel. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come through center in your tabletop pose. Both knees come together. Wrap the inner arms in. Dome across the shoulder blades. As you become ready, start to find cats and cows or wiggle your hips side to side. Maybe changing up the variation. You can roll into a few child's pose. Sometimes I just like to get a little weird and move around on my back. Get as weird as you need to get. Find those little spaces in your body that need some support or movement. I'd be willing to bet that no matter how much you've been moving this week, the body is craving more. There's just a lot of energy flowing through us. And sometimes we just need a little space to release. All right, take one more breath here. If you're not already in your neutral tabletop, go ahead and find it. And then begin to tuck your toes and lift your knees off the mat. And then start to press your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Take some time here to pedal out through the backs of the legs. You can bend both knees and then lengthen them back out. You can bend one knee and then the other. Whatever you can do to really create space in your own body. If you can, press down through the backs of the legs as you lift up through the hips. And then see if you can press your belly towards the tops of the thighs and press your thighs back. Find 2 more full breaths here. Maybe finding stillness in your dog. Take 1 more full breath here. And then on your inhale, begin to soften your knees, gaze forward, and step your feet to the top of the mat, forward fold. 3 big breaths. You can stay with your hands dangling on the mat, or if and when it feels good, take opposite elbows just like your upper body dangle. We're just breathing. See if you can root down through the feet, lift your hips a little higher. Soften the knees as much as you need to maintain this fold. So for me, that's quite a bit. If you look at where I'm at, I'm not locked out on the legs. To draw my belly down towards my thighs, to have that space in my hamstrings, I need a pretty significant bend in the legs. And then I'm just softening my torso down and letting gravity take over. Take 1 more big breath in. Stay for the breath out. On your inhale, release any grind you might have taken and find a little halfway lift. Exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana, root through the feet, reach up, open up. Turn the palms to face forward, shift your hips gently forward and find a cactus. Open through the front of the heart. On an inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lean, hinge, forward fold into the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, step back, high plank, top of a push-up. Start to roll your weight gently forward, inhale. Exhale, soften all the way to the belly. On your next breath, untuck the toes, tops of the feet root. Pubic bone presses down, lift up through your heart, lengthen across your chest, open up, draw your elbows in and back. Take another deep breath in, breath out, forehead down. Tabletop or high plank. Tuck your toes if you're going for plank. Lift your knees, lift the tops of your thighs, lift your belly, and one straight line draws you up. We'll meet in downward facing dog, draw your hips to the sky. Take another full breath in here. And full breath out. When you're ready, inhale, gaze forward, soften the knees. Hop, step, or float to the top of the mat, fold. Take what you need here, release into the legs. On an inhale, find a halfway lift, length of the spine. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, root down through the feet, reach up, lift and lengthen. Palms to face forward and cactus, open across the heart. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold, hinge from the hips, release out over the legs. Halfway lift when you arrive. Plant the palms, step back through your high plank. Start to rock the weight forward, breath in. Breath out, lower all the way to the belly. Untuck the toes, tops of the feet on the mat, pubic bone pressing down. Lift up through your heart. Draw your elbows in and back, feel the breath. See if you can draw your chin slightly back, lengthen the back side of the neck. Breath in, breath out, release. Plank pose or all fours to downward facing, your choice. Plank posers, draw the knees off of the mat, lift the thighs, lift the belly, and press up one straight line. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Shift your hips to the sky. Take a full breath in and breath out. On your inhale, gaze forward. Soften the knees, hop, step, float the feet, top of the mat, fold. We meet at the top of the mat in our fold, and when we're ready, we halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, Urdhva, reach up, lift and lengthen. This time, open up the palms, cactus. And we add on once we come to our fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold and hinge. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. This time, step your left toes to the back of the mat. So your right knee is bent. Your left hip is squaring in line with the right. Soften into your left knee as you lift up through the heart, lengthen across the chest, little cow shape. And as you exhale, rock the hips towards the sky, lengthen through the right leg, and draw the left hip more forward. 2 more times, bend into the right knee, sink the hips, lift the heart. If you need to linger longer in any of these shapes, please do. Exhale, release into your cat lunge. Last round, bend into the right knee, sink the hips, lift the heart. Find your cat lunge and hold here. Breathe into the belly of the right hamstring. Rock the left hip forward. Take 1 more full breath in. And as you exhale, bend into the right knee. And then come into your low lunge, soften your left knee and start to step the foot forward to meet the right top of the mat. This time, take your fingertips down onto the mat, sweep them up, chair pose, sink into your seat, hug the low belly in. See if you can keep hips and shoulders nice and square. And then once you arrive here, turn the pinky fingers and soften the shoulders. Maybe take your gaze up, breath in, forward fold, breath out. Halfway lift when you've arrived. Plant your palms, step back through plank. This time lower through your chaturanga or all the way to your belly. And we're gonna meet in downward facing. I'm just checking in. Hi, Kyla. Hello, Maria. Oh, it's so nice to see you all. Hi, Andrew. Okay. All right, downward facing. Hi, Alyssa. Once you arrive in your downward facing dog, gaze forward, soften into the knees. Hop, step, float your feet, top of the mat, and fold. On your inhale, it's a halfway lift to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana, root down, lift up, lengthen. Palms forward, open across the chest, find that cactus. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. And this time, right toes will step back. All right, we're gonna set up so that both hips are in one line. And we're gonna sink into the right knees and draw the heart open, find that cow shape. As you exhale, pull the hips towards the sky, lengthen through your left leg, and maybe the nose comes closer towards or below the knee. 2 more times, bend into the left knee, drop down through the hips. Cat lunge as you exhale, draw it up to the sky. 1 more time through for the hold, find your cow shape. And then exhale, find the cat lunge shape, drawing nose to knee, and really feeling that right hip shifting forward. Feeling that left hip pressing back. Take 1 more full breath in here. And as you breathe out, bend into the left knee, find your low lunge, gaze forward. Soften the right knee and step the right toes forward, forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sink your seat, lift up through your heart. Take a deep breath in here. Maybe take your gaze up as you breathe out. 1 more inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift as you are ready. Press back to plank pose. And we'll meet in downward facing. You can shift forward, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Downward facing dog, shift your hips to the sky. Take another full deep inhale here. Full deep exhale here. On your next breath in, reach your right leg long, high in the sky. Take a moment here to press your left heel down into the mat and square your right hip in line. And then turn your right toes to face the right side of the room and start to move your leg laterally. Inhale, reach it long. 2 more times, reaching right leg laterally. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, turn the toes out and hold it here for 3. Hold it here, see if you can keep even weight in the palms for 2. For 1, bring your right knee to your right tricep, squeeze, and then take it into your nose. Lightly step the foot through, sink into the hips, lift the heart, cow. 2 straighter legs, cat lunge. This time, take another breath here, and then bend into the right knee, find your low lunge. Begin to heel toe your right foot towards the right corner of the mat and take your right hand and place it inside. So make sure you have enough space for your hip, and then draw this left hip towards the front so that both hips are squaring and you're getting all the sensation into the inner side of the hip and the outer glute area. Take another deep breath in here. Stay for the breath out here. On your next exhale, lower your left knee. Pause here in this resting lizard. You can stay or take the right hand to the right inner thigh and just gently press it open. Feeling into the hip, giving it a little sensation, mobility. Take another deep breath in here. And deep breath out here. Bringing your hands back through center, tucking your left toes, lifting your left knee, and then heel toeing the right foot back in towards your midline. Pause for a moment, center your hips, center your shoulders, and then reach the fingertips forward out in front of you. Hug the biceps in, see if you can draw them up and over the ears. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Step the left toes forward, chair pose, bend both knees, lift the heart. Forward fold, soften. Halfway lift when you arrive. Vinyasa of choice, step back through plank. And we'll move our way to downward facing. Hi, Sam. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I'm just checking on you guys every now and then while you're moving. Hi, Molly. Oh my gosh. I love seeing so many people that I haven't seen in a while. That's the beauty of live, yeah? That's the goodness in all of this. All right, on your next inhale, take your left leg high into the sky. And then when you are ready, really feel the right heel press down into the mat. Draw the left heel back behind you. Square off the shoulders, inhale. Turn the left toes towards the left side of the room and move the leg laterally. See if you can keep the weight pretty even in the palms. I know I have to keep readjusting. Re-extend the left leg. Turn the toes out, move the leg laterally. One more time, inhale it long. Really feel into the outer hips and glutes and hold here, breathe into it. And then take your left knee to your left tricep, squeeze, really nice job. Knee to nose, and step it through. Sink into your hips, lift your heart from that cow shape. Exhale, two straighter legs, hips towards the sky. Taking 2 more rounds, drop it down, lift up. Cat lunge, hips to the sky, 2 straighter legs. Last time for the hold, come down into your cow. Exhale into that cat shape, left hip back, take 1 more breath. And then soften into your left knee. All right, so we find this low lunge, and then we're gonna heel toe the left foot towards the left edge of the mat. Bring your left hand inside and just pause here in this nice active lizard. See if maybe even you can start to really press that left thigh open a little bit to give yourself some space. And then as you do that, rock your right hip gently forward. Take 1 more breath. And then go ahead and soften your right knee down. You can stay exactly as you are or start to work the left hand to the inside of the thigh and just gently peel it open. Taking 2 breaths here. Feel that space into your hips. Take 1 more breath here. Come back through center. Begin to tuck your right toes, lift your right knee. And then once you arrive there, heel toe your left foot in towards midline. Take some care to center your hips and square them off a little so that you can find balance and stability in the legs. And then when you're ready, activate the low belly, reach the arms forward, holding here, hovering crescent. Breathe in, breathe out. 1 more inhale. On the exhale, soften into the right knee and step it forward, chair pose with Uttanasana. Breathe in, breath out, forward fold. Woo, halfway lift when you arrive. Plant the palms and step back through your high plank. Roll the weight forward, deep breath in. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Downward facing dog. Shift your hips up and back. Breathe in. Breathe out. On your next inhale, reach your right toes high. And then turn the toes. We're going to move the leg laterally and drop back. Find your pace with your breath. Moving the leg laterally and then back behind you. Last time, draw it out and open. Take another deep breath here. Bring the weight back into both palms. And then shift forward, knee to tricep. Hug knee into nose and step it through. Just 1 round. Sink into the hips. Lift up through the hips, straighten both legs. On your next exhale, begin to bend into the right knee and walk those left toes back just slightly. Same thing as before, heel toe your left foot to outer edge of the left side of your mat, right side of your mat, sorry. And then bring your right hand inside. This time, spin your left heel down And gently take your left hand to your left hip, or maybe start to reach it up and over. See if you can draw your right ribs away from the thigh so that you're continuously feeling that sensation of lifting. If the left arm is lifted, keep it there. Take another big breath in, breath out. If the hand is on the hip, float it. And we meet in warrior two. Bend into the right knee, find softness. See if you can take your gaze out over your right fingertips. Find breath into the legs, find breath into the body, sink a little deeper. And then inhale, reach forward. Flip the palm as you exhale, reverse the warrior, take it up and back. Lengthen across your right ribs, breath in, breath out. Come back through warrior two. And then straighten your right leg. Turn all 10 toes to face the center of your mat. Reach your arms up, 5-pointed star. And then hinge forward from your hips, wide legged forward fold. Allow your head and neck to soften. Maybe shake from side to side. Remember to reset your breath. I know I sound very breathless, but that's because moving and talking is difficult. Take one more breath here. And one more breath out here. As you inhale, find a little halfway lift. And then bend into your left knee, so the back knee. Spin your right toes towards the sky, Skandasana, low side lunge. If it looks more like this, that is okay. You may need to lift the seat to get that left heel down. If you're down on the mat, hold. Find some centering. See if you can lift your heart so that you're not crouching into it and rounding through the spine. Take one more breath. We're going to bend into our front knee, the right knee, and bring our hands to the mat as we spin our left heel towards the sky. Standing split, lift up through the left leg, drive your nose down below the right knee. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. One more inhale. See if you can drop the left hip a little bit and then peel the left hip high. Release the leg down to meet the right forward fold. Chair pose with Utkatasana. Sink through your seat, lift through your heart. Breath in, breath out. On your inhale, take your left knee and draw it in towards your belly, and then lengthen the right leg nice and long. Okay, from here, take your left hand to the inner part of your left thigh and just gently guide the knee open. If you want to stretch that right arm long, you can. Bring the knee back in, and then just gently guide it open. One more time, bring it in. Gently guide it open here and hold. You can begin to extend both the arm and the leg, or you can stay here. See if you can stay here with this hip opening, finding the hips nice and square towards the front of the river. 3, 2, 1. Bring your knee back through center. Chair pose, sink down into your hips, lift your heart, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. This time, take a little halfway lift. Plant your palms onto the mat, spread your fingers nice and wide, and then take your knees to your triceps or even your armpits. Rock your weight forward into the palms. Stay, or maybe explore lifting one or both feet up and a spin sideways so you can see. Off of the mat, finding your variation of crow. So it can look like this. We can roll forward so that our knees are resting towards the armpits on the triceps. The belly squeezing in, just like in those supine crows. Maybe we lift one or both feet in towards our seat. And we pause, holding here for 3, for 2, 1. If you have your crow and you feel comfortable, bend the elbows, hop back into your chaturanga and flow. Or step it back. We'll meet in downward facing dog. All right, take your vinyasas. Woo. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Jess. All right. Find another full breath here in your dog. See if you can find those inhales and exhales through the nose. Full breath out here. When you are ready, my clock fell over and I need that because otherwise I'll go forever. Take your left leg to the sky, lift it up and back behind you, and then turn the toes up. Move your leg laterally. Inhale, send it back. Move the leg laterally. One more time. Inhale, send it back. Move it laterally. Hold it for a breath and squeeze the knee in towards your left tricep. Bring it into your nose and lightly step it through. Hips down, heart lifts, cow shape. Exhale, 2 straighter legs, hips towards the sky. Take another full breath in here. And full breath out here. Bend into the left knee. And then once again, walk the left toes to the left edge of your mat. Bring your left hand inside, spin your right heel down, and you can either bring your right hand towards your hip and just gently roll the right side of it, or if you have the space, start to reach it towards the sky. Wherever you are here, pause and breathe. Take another full breath in. Full breath out. Rise up through your warrior two when you are ready. Sink into the left knee. See if you can get the shoulders over the hips. Hug the low belly in. Feel really strong here. Feel really supported by the legs and the core. Gaze out over your left fingertips. Reach the left fingers forward, flip your palm, reverse the warrior, take it up and back. Lengthen across your left rib cage. Hold for another full breath in. Breath out, warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Turn your left toes in, reach your arms up. Hinge from the hips forward, fold. Soften here. See if you can evenly distribute some of the weight into the middle part of the feet so that you're not resting back onto the heels or so far forward onto the toes, but rather getting engagement from the belly and drawing the hips up. So there's this difference, right? The belly comes engaged and then the hips begin to lift a little higher. And then we soften the upper body. We allow gravity to take over. Take one more breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Soften into your right knee. We're going to take Skandasana, so your left toes spin towards the sky. Once again, it could look a lot more like this, and this is a great place to be. Or maybe you start to lower down, finding that low side lunge. Thinking about finding more length into your left and more depth and openness into the right hip. Taking one more full breath. Stay for the exhale. We're going to transfer weight back into the left leg. So that might mean your hands down, or perhaps you just bend into the knee, drop the hands down to frame the foot, spin your right heel up, standing split right leg to the sky. Find your balance, and then see if you can shift your right hip back and line to the left. This is always my biggest challenge. Find your breath here. Lift up a little bit more as you inhale. Both feet together, forward fold as you exhale. Sweep your fingers on the mat, bend your knees to your pose, Utkatasana. Breathe in, breathe out. Reach your right knee in towards your chest, and then lengthen the left leg. Feel this really strong base of support on your left leg. And then start to, sorry you guys, my live video paused. Start to bring your right knee out towards the right side of the group. Maybe extend your left arm. And then draw it back in. Two more times. Last time with a hold, draw it out. Draw it in. One more time, draw it out. Hold it here, or maybe release the arms. Maybe extend through the right leg, holding 3, 2, 1. Draw the right knee back in. Reach the arms up. And exhale, step the foot down, chair pose. Take a big breath in. Forward fold, soften, breath out. Once again, take your palms down to the mat, spread your fingers. Bring your knees towards your triceps, and then roll the weight forward. You can stay here on the balls of the feet. This is a great place to be. This is like our supine crow variation. We're hugging the belly in, and we're finding that connection of triceps and knees, maybe even armpits. We're using the low belly to maybe start to lift one set of toes, also known as a foot. Lift the other foot, and then maybe squeeze the heels in towards the seat. Maybe lengthen the arms. Taking 2 more breaths. Taking 1 more breath. Vinyasa, a choice. Once again, if you have the jump back or you want to practice, the elbows stay bent, the belly squeezes in, and you bring the legs back as you lower down. Inhale, find your way to downward facing dog. Eventually drawing your hips towards the sky. Okay, how are we doing? Breathing. Hi, Kate. Hi, Elena. Good to see you guys. Okay, once you find your downward facing dog, really press the fingers away from each other and make space for your hands. Wrap your inner arms in. And then on your next inhale breath, reach your right leg high to the sky, lift and lengthen. Just one round, turn the toes towards the right, move your leg laterally. Now stay here and see if you can start to shift forward into your high plank. Maybe that right leg stays extended for 3, for 2, 1. Bring right knee into right tricep. Squeeze it into your nose. Nice work. Lowering through the hips, lift the heart. Cat lunge, find your breath. Rebend into the right knee. And then heel toe the right foot out to right edge of the mat. Right hand comes down, left heel spins down, open up into your side angle pose. Take another full breath in here. Full breath out. Come through warrior two, bend into the right knee, sink low. Reverse the warrior, take it up and back. Find length the right ribs, deep breath in and breath out. Once again, we're gonna come through warrior two. Straighten both legs, turn the toes in, reach the arms up. Hinge forward, fold, soften into the legs. Take a big breath here. Stay for the breath out. Halfway lift when you arrive. Bend into the left knee, spin the right toes towards the ceiling, Skandasana. Make a fluid movement to the front of your mat, low lunge, bend into the right knee. And then left toes to the sky, standing split. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, lower the left foot down. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sink into the seat, lift through the heart. On your next breath, bring your left knee in towards your belly and then lengthen your right leg. Okay, take your left hand to the inner part of the thigh and just start to draw it open. Now you can stay here as long as you'd like, or on this next round, draw the knee back in. You can take your left peace fingers around the left big toes and begin to extend the leg forward, making sure you don't yank the shoulder out of the socket as best you can. And then if you have the hand to thigh, gently roll the leg, you can extend. If you have the toes, start to open up, breathe in. Maybe the right arm goes long, balancing on your right leg, holding. If you have even more space, maybe gaze out over your right fingertips, take a breath, whoop, and then come through center, standing high knee raise. Okay, from your standing high knee raise, bring your left knee to touch the right. So the left heel is coming in towards your left seat. And we're just gonna find a little breath here. Now, if this is enough, bring your hands through heart and just stay in this balance. If you want to explore, soften into your right knee and then hinge into your hips. Bring your hands down towards the mat. And then if you still have space from here, keep kicking the left heel in towards the seat and then shift weight back into your right heel. Maybe you walk the hands back to the middle of the right foot, maybe even behind the heel, flipping the fingertips so that they're facing the front of your mat. Take a deep breath in, maybe lifting through the right toes, breath out. And then soften into your right knee, step the left foot down to meet it, chair pose. Forward fold, release. Your choice here, 3 breaths, crow pose. Once again, lower the hands, bring knees to triceps or armpits, and float into your crow. If you're over it, we'll meet in downward facing. You can always take a child's pose in between. Find what you need. Take deep breaths. When and if you're ready, vinyasa of choice. You can hop, step, float the feet back. If you're already in downward facing, enjoy. Find the inhales and the exhales here. One more big breath. Center yourself, find that stability of your practice. And then when you're ready, take your left leg high. Breathe out as you turn the left toes and bring the leg out laterally. Feel really strong, stable, supported, and then hinge forward into your plank. See if you can hold this for 3. You've got it. Keep the hips squaring for 2. Left knee, left tricep, nice. Bring the knee in towards the nose and lightly step through. 1 round, find your cow lunge. Exhale, cat, shift your hips towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Soften into the left knee, breath out. Heel toe the left foot to the corner of the mat. Left hand comes inside. Right heel spins down. Right fingers reach high to the sky. Pause here. See if you can feel the hip opening. Feel that right side body drawing towards the ceiling. And then rise up through warrior 2. Strong legs, strong core. Inhale, take it forward. Flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Take another big breath in, the lengthen through the left side ribs. Big breath out. Warrior 2. Lengthen your left leg, turn toes in, heels out, arms lift. And forward fold, soften, release. Halfway lift when you are ready. Right knee will bend, left heel spins, or left toe spins towards the sky. Find your Skandasana, low side lunge, take 1 more breath. And then come forward into your low lunge, top of the mat. Spin your right heel up, and then lift the right foot to the sky. See if you can square your right hip with your left, and then continue to lower your knee, your nose below your knee. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, lower the right foot to the floor. Sweep your fingers on the mat. Lower down into chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a breath in and a breath out. Right knee comes in towards your belly. Lengthen the left leg. Find stability here first. All right, 2 rounds. Options. First round, just draw the right hand to the inner part of the thigh and draw open. You can stay or start to find that balance, and then bring it back in. On the second round, I like to bring one hand to a hip. It helps me find balance. You can take your right peace fingers around the right big toe and extend the leg forward to start. Now you'll notice maybe a difference of sides. I'll turn so you guys can see my difference of sides. When I extend forward here, I've got a lot of bend in my knee, and I'm trying to keep my spine nice and long, so I'm not rounding in just to get my leg to extend. Okay? Just notice the limitations, hamstrings, hips, etc. And then you can start to open the leg wide, or you can keep the knee bent with the hand inside. Okay, so lots of places to go. And just note the things in the body that are different from side to side, and be okay with that. Be okay with the wobbles. And then maybe take days if you're not wobbly over your left arm, hold it. 2, 1, bring the knee back in through center. Woo-hoo, so many wobbles. And then bring the pause for a little quad stretch here. You can stay here as long as you need, or soften into your left knee to start. So think about a little one-legged chair action. Hinge so that you're folding from the hips, lower the fingertips down. This is a great place to be. If this is not enough, start to press weight back into your left heel. So flamingo, walk your fingers towards the middle part of your left foot, or perhaps they come back behind the left heel and you start to lift through the left toes. Take 2 more breaths. Woo, hamstring, take 1 more breath. And hello, glute. Releasing into the left knee, lower the right foot down, chair pose, breath in, breath out, forward fold. Once again, 3 breaths, crow pose, or take a little extra time for child's pose, or even flow through your vinyasa and hang out in downward facing. If you're floating into crow, see if you can lengthen through the arms, press into the mat, really feel that strength through your belly. Take another breath in, vinyasa of choice when you are ready. Flowing through, lifting up through the hips as you are ready. Strengthening and lengthening into the body. Hi, Katie. Hi, Joanna. Oh, so nice to see you. Oh, hi, Adriana. Lovely. I think our video might be paused in IG, but we're going to keep going. Hopefully it will come back. Okay, once you're in your downward facing dog, take a deep cleansing breath in through the nose, inflate the belly, and exhale all the air out. 1 more time, big breath in, and big breath out. Okay, on your next inhale, take your right leg high to the sky, turn the toes out, draw the leg out long, and start to maybe come forward into that plank. Maybe stay, maybe bend your elbows, maybe connect the thigh towards your right tricep. I just realized I switched legs on you guys. And then fly off those left toes, holding 3, 2, 1. Lower the toes, bring right knee into your nose and step it through. Okay, we start our flow. Find your cow and cat lunge, hips towards the sky. Take a big breath here. Bend into the right knee. Walk your right hand inside of your right foot and heel toe. Turn the left toe, heel down, and then open up so that your left hand is to the hip or reaching towards the sky. Now, if you have space from here, I'm going to turn sideways in case you want to explore a little further. So, if you have space, take your right arm underneath your right thigh and bring it to the pinky side edge of your foot. You can take your left hand to your hip for a little extra support for a moment, and then maybe start to lift your right heel off the mat. So with the heel lifted, this is a great place to stay, maybe exploring extending the fingertips up and over. Or if you still feel like you have the space, hook your left fingers around the toe, start to lift the whole foot off the mat, keep pressing into the left outer edge of the foot, and then open up so the whole left side body lengthens. Finding another full inhale here. Full exhale here. Release it down. Okay, I'm sideways again, so showing. And then you'll find your way to warrior 2. So unbind the right arm and lift up. On your inhale, reach forward. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior 2. Take it up and back, lengthen. Come back through warrior 2. Lengthen both legs, toes in, heels out. And wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift when you arrive. Skandasana, back of the mat. One breath in. Breath out, low lunge, top of the mat. Standing split, left foot to the sky. Take a full breath in. And breath out, lower the left toes. Sweep the fingers up and overhead, chair pose. Left knee in. Lengthen. Keep doing that, you guys. Lengthen through your right leg. And then take your left hand to the inner part of the thigh and just gently guide it open. One more round, take it forward. So once again, notice the difference of sides. Turning sideways again. So once you have it, you can take peace fingers around your left big toes and extend the leg. Or you can keep the knee bent and practice hand to inner thigh. If you get the toe bind, see if you can draw that left shoulder back in its socket, and then maybe you start to open up the leg. Maybe you gaze out over your right fingertips and you hold 3. Hold 2. 1, bring it back through center. We're gonna set up for that flamingo on this side. Bring the left knee to kiss the right. Give it a little hug in. Hands through heart if you would like, and then hinge from the hips as you bend and soften into the right knee. Hands can come to the mat. Now, if you like this flamingo variation, whether you're here or you're walking the hands all the way back behind the heel and lifting, whoop, through your right toes, you can stay. If you'd like a little more, I'm going sideways. Take your right knee, place it on top of your right tricep, and think about squeezing left knee in towards your midline and finding a one-legged crow, pressing the left foot back. So from your flamingo, with that left knee in and your little fold here, you're gonna bend into the right knee, bring it onto the back of the arm, squeeze the left knee in, roll forward just like your regular crow, and then shoot the leg back. Now, if that's not happening, or you want regular crow, please take it. Take another full breath wherever you are. Vinyasa of choice when you are ready. We'll meet in downward facing, our last round of flow. Hey, Jeff. So good to see you. All right. Take one more breath. Hi, Lauren. One more breath out. On your next inhale, it's left leg to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Turn the toes out. Move your leg laterally and shift forward into your plank. Stay here or connect the thigh towards the tricep. Rock forward. Take a little push-up. Maybe fly for 3, 2. Need a nose squeeze. Lightly step it through. Sink into the hips, lift the heart. Cow to cat lunge as you exhale. Take a big breath in here. Breath out, bend into the left knee. Heel toe the left foot out towards the left edge of the mat. Plant the left palm down. Spin your right foot down. Bring either right hand towards your hip or bring it to the sky. So we're gonna set up once again. And for those of you on IG Live, you might have missed this on the other side because we timed out, I think, or at least it looked like. Those of you on YouTube, I think we just kept going. So from here, you can stay. This is a lovely place to be. If you have more, left hand comes underneath the thigh to the pinky side edge of the foot. If you still have more, lift the heel. If there's still more, take your right fingers, peace fingers around the left toe, and then lift the whole foot off the mat. Keep the outer edge of the right foot pressing in as maybe you extend your left leg and open up across your right side body, gazing over the right arm. Taking 3, 2, 1. Unravel yourselves. We'll meet in warrior 2. Okay, so left knee should be bent, warrior 2. When you're ready, reach forward. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior, take it up and back, and come back through warrior 2. Both legs long, turn the toes in, heels out. Hinge, release, forward fold. Halfway lift when you arrive. Bend the right knee, flip your left toes towards the sky, Skandasana. Take a breath in. Low lunge, top of the mat, breath out. Find an inhale here. And then standing split, reach the right toes towards the sky. Lower your right hip down. Feel the strength of your left leg, breath in. And then lower the right toes, breath out. Bring the fingertips up and overhead, chair pose. And this time, right knee comes in towards our belly. Lengthen the left leg. 2 rounds. First one, just open up the thigh. Breathe in. Bring it back on the breath out. This time, stay with that variation or hook your right toes, maybe left hand to hip for a little extra stability to start. and then kick the foot forward. Again, I have a super bend in this knee when I do this so that I can keep my spine long and keep myself from rounding in. My hamstring is pretty limited here, so just be compassionate. Don't be so hard on yourself. When you're ready, maybe start to open the leg or the knee towards the right side of the room. If you're still feeling balanced, gaze out over your left fingertips for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring your right knee back in. And then from here, reach your arms up for a moment. Take the right knee to kiss the left. And then take the hands to the hips or to prayer. Find a breath here. Hug the right heel in towards your seat and then bend into your left knee. Once again, you can stay with this flamingo variation. You can walk the hands back until maybe they come behind the left heel and then lift the left toes. You're shifting the hips back behind you. You're feeling all this length and strength through the calf, through the hamstring, and even up through the attachment, like the upper part of the glute. Now I'm going to give you guys those options, same as before. You can stay, whatever variation you're in if this feels right. If you need a little more, I'm going to turn so that you can see. You're going to bring your palms down, setting up for our crow, or maybe our one-legged. Left knee to left tricep. Squeeze. Maybe you fall out. Squeeze the right knee in. Lift through the left toes. And then once you have that, extend, extend, extend through the right leg. Holding 3. Holding 2. 1. Lower down. Vinyasa of choice. Woo, there's nothing like talking through a one-legged crow. Hi, Daniel and Lindsay, to get your core really active. Okay. Find downward facing, and then when you get there, soften through your breath. Take 1 more full inhale, and then lower all the way down, finding child's pose. So bringing the knees to the mat, and then stretching the fingers out in front of you, lengthening out through the spine. Soften your breath. Take another full inhale here. Full exhale here. Walk your fingers back in towards your hips. Sit up onto your shins. We're going to take 2 rounds of back bend, Ustrasana, camel variation. I'm going to turn sideways to give you guys a better viewpoint. You can tuck your toes on the mat so that you have more height. And then bring your hands to the low part of your spine and just give your hips a little press forward. From here, draw your elbows in and back. So what you want to think about is your chest opening, heart extending. And then lift up through the crown of the head. Keep lifting, 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 and trace the ceiling with your gaze. Maybe coming back into this camel. Keeping the whole front side body long, not dumping into the low spine, but instead lifting, 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 and coming back. Take 1 more breath. And then back through center. On your next round, we're going to sit onto the heels. Rest your hand over heart and belly for a moment. On your next round, if you would like, you don't have to have the toes tucked. You can bring the tops of the feet down if you have the space. And if you have a reach back, we're going to go there. But you can always stay in that variation where you have hands behind you and you're just opening up. Not worrying about grabbing your feet, but rather thinking about lengthening your torso, the front side of your body. Take another deep cleansing breath in. And breath out. Come back to seated on the shins. Toes can tuck, or the tops of the feet can stay down. Bring your hands like they're in your back pockets. Bring your hips slightly forward so they're underneath the shoulders. Draw the elbows in and back, lengthen across the heart, and start to open up. Feel the space. Lengthen the front side of the body. Stay here or reach back for 1, maybe both heels. Opening up through the chest, feeling the space into the fronts of the legs, holding for 3. As long as you can, breathe for 2. When you're ready to come out the same way you came in, find support from your low spine and bring your hips to your heels. Okay, spin so that your feet are facing the front of your mat. And then take your hands down just behind your hips. Flex through your feet. Take a big breath in. Bring your belly in. Feel your spine lengthen. Fingertips are facing the seat so that you can draw the elbows in and the shoulders down and back. Create length, and then draw the arms up overhead, and we'll create space. Hug the belly in, and start to fold out over the legs, long spine. You can grab for the hamstrings, the shins, the ankles, the feet, whatever you have space for. You're keeping the sits bones nice and rooted to the mat, and the spine long. You're reaching the forehead as though someday we're going to pass your toes. And my Instagram livers, it may cut me off in 1 minute, but I'm gonna restart you. Take 3 more breaths here if you're still with me, my YouTubers. I'm back. I don't know if that's saved because for Instagrammers, because something weird happened. All right, if you are still in my forward fold with me, take 1 more breath and release. Walk your fingers up your shins and just roll it nice and soft. And then come onto your backs. And when you arrive, give your knees a little squeeze in. With your knees squeezed in, see if you can take your sacrum and draw it towards the mat, so the low part of the spine. And then give your knees a nice squeeze as you lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Breathing here. Finding space here. You can have one hand on the shins or grab the arms or maybe even the elbows. Just feeling that softness, that compassion for yourself and your body. And that release of some tension and some chaos. And then as you feel ready, take your hands around each shin. And then root your sacrum down and just start to draw your knees out open wide. Finding this half balasana shape. If you need more, bring your elbows inside of your knees. You can bring peace fingers around the big toes or bring the hands to the outsides of the feet. You can stay working the back of the low spine into the mat and the shoulders softening and hips opening. If you need a little rocking action from side to side, or you need to lengthen one leg at a time, or both legs out long, take whatever movements you need to feel complete. And then when you feel rested and easy, soften your eyes. And then once you're ready, bring your knees back in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Lower the hands down towards your sides. And we're gonna shift the hips over towards the left side as we lower the knees over, shift your hips to the right as you lower your knees over to the left. And gaze out over your right fingers. If this feels good, stay. If you need another leg variation to feel the supine twist, releasing your low spine and outer hip and glute, take it. Take 1 more soft breath here. Soft breath out here. Once you're ready, pull the knees through center. Shifting hips towards the right side as you lower the knees the other way. I'm hearing. All right, gaze out over your left as your knees drop to the right. Soften your left shoulder and your left ear. See if you can find some more release through your outer left hip and glute and spine. Take 2 more breaths in. And breaths out. Once you're ready, bring the knees back in through center. And then go ahead and give yourself a little squeeze. And then lower everything down onto the mat. Splay the legs out. Feel the palms opening to make space for your chest, to make space for your shoulders. Let your neck and head be heavy. Just allow yourself to give into this shape. Give into the sensation in the body. Find a little bit of peace in your mind. As we're here on our mats together, virtually and from afar, my hope is that we can still feel connected to one another. I certainly still feel connected to all of you. And it helps to practice yoga, to be here in this space with all of you, even while we're far apart, to not feel so isolated. To find some lightness in every day, some positivity, some room to forgive ourselves, for the way that we feel and let ourselves feel. And in this time, room to be compassionate with others around us, knowing that this might be difficult, not just for ourselves, but for our community, our neighbors, our family, and our friends. So practicing on your mat and off your mat, compassion and kindness and love, it will lift us all up and we can weather this thing together. As you melt into your mat, let your thoughts drift away. Let your breath be soft, natural, and easy. And then only as you become ready, find some softness in your wrists, your ankles, your fingers, your toes. Maybe wiggle around. You can always stay here on your back for as much time as you'd like. I encourage you, in fact, to take some extra time for yourself, either in seated or Shavasana, supine meditation. Give yourself that peace of mind, that space, that harmony with your body and your breath. If you're feeling ready to move, roll to one side softly, resting in fetal position for a moment or more. And then when and if you're ready, pressing easily, gently, softly into a comfortable seat, resting on your shins or sits bones. Keeping the eyes closed if you can, if you have the space to do that. And then drawing eventually hands through heart center. Press your thumbs in towards the sternum. Seal in your practice, your energy. Seal in your gratitude for having this connection, even when connection feels sparse. Bringing the hands through third eye as we greet each other in thankfulness and kindness and love and compassion. The light in me honors the light in each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for spending your Friday afternoon with me. Namaste. Okay. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm sorry to my IG livers if you guys got cut out a couple times. The connection did some weird things. YouTubers, I think you guys were good. If you have questions, please ask. You can find me here at Flex and Flow. I'm teaching a lot. I'll be live streaming classes. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, or you can catch it for 24 hours on IG Live or our YouTube channel. And if you have direct questions for me, I'm at Jamie King Fit on Instagram and pretty much everywhere else on the internet. So please reach out. I'd love to hear from you. It really makes my day. And yeah, and any bright spots I can offer you, I'm hoping that I can offer that back to you guys, because I think we need all the support, the gratitude, and the love that we can each handle right now. So bring it on. I love the questions. I love the communication. And if you happen to be following me, you'll probably get lots of funny kid videos. They're very much in abundance these days while we're all at home. All right. Thank you guys so much again. Have a happy Friday. Love seeing you all here and giving big air hugs to everybody. Not touching you, but air hugging you. Hi, Michael. Thank you. Bye, you guys. I love you all.